Thank you so much for coming to this video on this freezing cold day. And when I started out, my temperature gauge said 1 degree, and right now it says -4 degrees. I mean, that is just too cold. I'm on my way to school, and it is now -5. It is saying -5 outside. Woo! Yeah. So I am bundled up. I have a very thick sweater on today. This sweater, if I wear this, I know I'm going to be warm. Hopefully not too warm. Like if I go in someone's house or something, I might be too warm with the sweater on. But I think today's a good day for it. And I have a shirt under this. I have 2 layers of pants. I have very thick socks, as well as boots on today. I did not wear the boots yesterday, but I wore the boots today because my feet were freezing yesterday. And even though I was inside a good bit of the day, we have to go outside of our building to go to other buildings, and we have to, we don't have a bathroom in our building. We have to go next door. So I wore my boots today. It's freezing. The sun is shining. The sky is blue. We don't have a lot of snow. We have probably 4 to 6 inches. It's frozen, obviously. It's not melting. And according to the weather report, we will have warmer temperatures at the end of the week. So here we go, -5 degrees in New Hampshire. Wow. I don't think it got this cold at all last year or the year before. This is unusually cold. So, welcome to my channel. Thank you for coming by. I really appreciate it. And thank you for the thumbs up and the whole, if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. I'm a teacher. I teach online, a virtual teacher, as well as an in-person teacher. And I like to share just things I like to do and things that pertain to what teachers do in their free time and issues that concerns teachers. So welcome to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. The topic of the day is it's freezing cold. It is very cold, and I can't even say it enough. I've seen in the news that there's snow in Florida at the college a couple of my kids went to in Pensacola, Florida. There is snow there. I can't even believe it. There is snow in Florida and all different places that have never seen snow before. When I was in college many years ago, I went to college in South Carolina, and we had snow there. And it was really fun to see the students who had never seen snow before. And that year we got so much snow that we were able to build snow sculptures. So all around the campus there were snow sculptures, and they were really cool. They were college level snow sculptures, and it was really fun. I love to see friends and people that I knew had never seen snow before, and they got cardboard and they were finding the most, whatever hill they could find. They were finding it, and they were sledding, and the girls were just like, they were just loving it so much. It was really fun. And so I'm sure that in one way it's a lot of fun, and their snow will melt and be gone before you know it. I'm hoping that we get warmer temperatures by the end of the week. Yeah. I'm hoping, I look at my weather app and it says, you know, I'm like, when is it going to be 30 or above? Because um, right now it's just too cold to think about anything. So I'm going to school and I teach math, and I really like math, but it's kind of hard because a lot of the kids don't like math, you know? So most people don't like math, unfortunately, and I see their potential and they just don't buy it. Like, you know, you can't convince me to love this stuff. But maybe they will down the road. We're also starting, oh good, I see a I like math person. So yeah, I can't really read the comments very well because, you know, I'm driving, but it looks like normal traffic today, even though it's like -5 on my temperature gauge. And we're headed to school. I'm going to teach math. Then we have a basketball game after school. And we only have a couple of those left. Our school also has a ski club. So on Mondays, a few of the kids, they get rides. We go to school like part of the day, and then we have skiing for the afternoon. So that's really fun. And we also have a crochet club. So we're starting a crochet club, and we're looking for donations for yarn. So anybody who's local, we're just gonna be collecting yarn so that we can just offer free projects. We can just work with mostly girls. I think there might be a few boys that join the crochet club, but a lot of girls, and they're so cute. The school is in New Hampshire, and if you want to know the school, then you can go ahead and private message me because I don't really want to say the name of it on here, but it's a private school. And we are doing a crochet club. The kids love it. We had 1 week already, and some of the girls are just carrying around yarn and practicing. So we only taught them the slip knot and the chain crochet. So that was a lot of fun, and we're going to be helping them learn how to make a square and, you know, just the general crochet stitches. So we're thinking about small projects that we can do to encourage the girls and to show them what they can do. I think kids nowadays, they really like making the amigurumi toys, and that's what they really enjoy. So we'll see what happens with that. But right now I'm making a scarf, a really pretty red scarf, and it's like with thicker yarn, so it will be quick to make. And I think kids like those types of things that are a little more, you know, they don't take forever, like a blanket or something. I like to personally have a project that takes a longer time and have maybe 3 or 4 projects together running at the same time. So I'll switch between projects. Right now I'm doing a sweater, a baby sweater. I'm knitting, and then I'm making the crochet scarf. I also have another scarf that I'm going to make. Oh, you can't go to school. Sorry about that. Hello guys, thanks for coming to my channel. I appreciate the thumbs up, and subscribe if you're not subscribed to my channel. I have lots of car chats. I have videos about knitting, crocheting. I have some videos about math and different things that I do for techniques for teaching, and just all kinds of different things. I also have some Bible reading. I need to get back into that, reading through the Psalms, and I just really, you know, want to go ahead and get back to doing that. psalm reading. Psalms are very good encouragement to us, to remind us that God is with us and He's watching over us, and strengthen our lives before Him so that He can help us through the hard times. When it's all good, everything's good, we just kind of take it for ourselves, and then something will happen down the road that's not so, something that may be unexpected, and we need to call out to the Lord. So I like the Psalms to give us strength and peace in our hearts. Right now, the sun is really bright, and it is now gone up to 2 degrees. Thank you so much for coming to my channel, and thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate it. So have any of you been watching the inauguration and all of the things happening with the news? I'm not able to really keep full tabs on it. There's so much going on in our community right now. We have town business that we're doing right now. We have budget season working on in our town. Then we have state things happening. We have in New Hampshire, we have 400 state representatives, and I am actually one of them now. And so we're working on different bills that are being presented, and then we will be voting on like 1,100 bills, which is ridiculous. I mean, I would really like to say, hey, let's not have so many bills and laws in our state. We have so many you can't even possibly know what they all are. So we have all that going on, plus a new president, and just regular life. Regular life is hard enough without all this other stuff. So yeah, taking it one day at a time and pushing through in this freezing cold weather. I read in the news, or I heard on the news, that 75% of this country, America, is in below normal temperatures. So my name is Cindy. Thank you for coming to this channel. Yeah, so I saw somewhere that it said when Trump got inaugurated, he immediately canceled global warming. Maybe he did. Oh, I thought that was really funny. It almost seems like it, doesn't it? It seems like global warming is over. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So thank you so much for coming to this channel. I'm a novice YouTuber. I don't really know all the ins and outs. I'm learning about different platforms and about different ways to promote your own videos. But I will be looking at, ways to grow as a channel. If you have tips, please let me know. And I noticed that I have 4 watchers and 4 thumbs up. So thank you so much for coming to my channel. I really appreciate it. And I would like to just encourage you to have a really good day and look at the good things in it. And, I was listening to a speaker yesterday about some rules for success. One of the rules for success was to, get up every day and think positive thoughts. Get up every day, and that's kind of hard for me because sometimes I just wake up and all of a sudden gravitate to something negative. But turn it around. Think about the good things in your day. Think about what you want to accomplish in that day, and just be positive. And when something bad happens in your life, think of it as an opportunity to grow. It's really hard when you're going through something difficult, but we are going to go through difficult times. That is just how Earth is. And I know when I grew up, my mother was a perfectionist. She always tried to make everything perfect. She almost did. She almost made it perfect for me. Except, she wasn't perfect. I wasn't perfect. And, no matter how perfect you try to make things out to be, bad things are going to happen. So what are you going to do when that bad thing happens? Are you going to, you could just crawl up in your bed and just give up and say, I'm not going to ever try again. You could, flip out, get mad and freak out and lose your cool, and everybody thinks you have anger issues. Or you can just say, hey, I know that problems come, and let's do the next thing and try to stay cool about it. I was trying to tell my son about that, and I was kind of preaching to myself. So try to think about the good things and try to remember bad things are going to happen. And we have to just ride the wave, right? And things will turn around eventually. That song in the movie called Annie. Annie sang that song, "The sun will come out tomorrow." You don't have to necessarily wait till tomorrow, but things will get better, and hard things happen. And I think that when we think about the hard things and we work through the pain of the hard thing, doesn't mean you can't feel pain. It doesn't mean you can't cry about it. Doesn't mean you can't go in your room and just scream because you're so angry or upset. There's actually near us, there's what I've heard called the rage room. You can go in there and you can break plates. I think that sounds like a lot of fun. So when bad things happen, you can do something to let it out and to acknowledge the pain that you're going through. But don't let it take over your life. You have to get back up, and you have to grow and try to strengthen yourself through that situation. And so that's all I'm saying today. For success, first of all, wake up with a positive attitude. And second of all, acknowledge that bad things will happen. People will get mad at you. They will, misinterpret you. They will not appreciate you like they should. And all of those things are going to happen. Bad things happen. Cars break. Just name it. These things happen. But we have to just work through it and come out stronger on the other end. So those are my 2 exhortations for today. And I hope that encourages someone on here. I spoke of the inauguration, and I wanted to say, yesterday I talked about Melania's hat. And I love her hat. I loved her outfit. I didn't completely understand it. And I've seen some friends talking about it, that the hat is kind of like the Spy movie. And she was sort of sending a message that, I see you, I know what you're doing, you just put me through the worst experiences in the last 4 years that anybody in her position should have to go through. She had her home invaded, she had her husband almost assassinated a couple times. And so maybe that's why she had that outfit on with the hat and kind of like a spy hat type thing. But the spy hat and sending a message. I really love that idea. That I've always thought that Melania, since she's been married to President Trump, and president and all that, that her clothing had a message, even though she doesn't speak. Even if she doesn't speak, she's sending a message through her clothing. And I've always loved that. But I was like, what is the message she's sending? And I couldn't understand it. And I love what people have interpreted it as, but I wish that she would just come out with it. Just tell everybody, what are you trying to say? Tell us, why does it have to be a mystery? Some people said, have you seen the movie? Some kind of spy movie with a hat like that? And I'm like, tell us. Like, I haven't seen the movie. Maybe I'll go get the movie, but I would really like her to just come out with it. Just share with someone, either write an article or share with all of us. Did your clothing have meaning? What were you trying to tell us? Just come out with it. Yeah. So, I don't know. I just really loved her outfit. And I watched a video this morning of some ladies talking about the clothing that people wore for the inauguration and the ball and all that stuff, and how what they wear really does send a message about who they are. And so many times people say, your clothing doesn't matter, and you should be able to wear whatever you want, which I agree with, but your clothing does send a message as to who you are and what you think about life and what you're bringing to your world. So I do like to see people that dress up and take care of themselves and get ready for the day. In New Hampshire, there's a lot of people who just like roll out of bed and go to their grocery store or whatever, and they just don't really take care of themselves. They go more the natural look. So I kind of really like it when people kind of take some respect for themselves and try to look nice and step it up just a little bit anyway. I'm not talking about the actual clothing like pants or dresses. I'm just talking about, how you put yourself together and how you present yourself for the day is who you are. And I think Melania, she shares who she is, and she's a good example, I think, of right now. Now, I know she's done some things in her past, like modeling and stuff, that I think are inappropriate and unfortunate. I don't know if she would say that if she had it to do over again, would she do it again? I don't know. I don't really understand the modeling thing. I think every woman is beautiful and should be not be on display in inappropriate ways, personally. But, who am I? I'm only one person, and, most of the rest of the world doesn't think like me. So I just stick to my little world. Anyway, thank you for coming to this channel. Thank you for visiting with me on my car chat, and I appreciate you. It is now positive 4 degrees, so it looks like we are going up in temperature. It just went up to positive 5 degrees, so things are looking good. It's supposed to maybe get to the teens today, and then probably into the upper 20s to 30s later on in the week. So stay tuned and come back again for the next car ride, probably about this time tomorrow. And I don't have a set exact time for these car rides, but I try to leave the house in time to get to school with a little bit of time to spare so I can set my stuff out and be ready for the day. So thank you for coming. I'll see you next time.